Mark Zuckerberg's visionary journey, revolutionizing social media. Hey there, welcome back to our channel, where we explore the tech world's trailblazers and visionaries. In today's video, we dive deep into the life and impact of one of the most influential figures of our time, Mark Zuckerberg. From creating a platform in his dorm room to reshaping the way we connect and communicate, let's uncover how he's been architecting a new era in social media. As the young billionaire strolled onto the dais in his signature gray t-shirt and blue jeans, he carried with himself an aura of his blurred past, of memories new and old. Of how a sophomore studying psychology at Harvard University launched a plethora of networks to help bring his institution closer together as a community. Of how he finally decided on one that would soon morph into an elite community of Ivy Leaguers across the nation. Of how that community of elitists eventually developed into a universal network where anyone with a registered email address could join. I am, of course, talking about Mark Zuckerberg, the billionaire boy genius who just so happens to be the brilliant mind behind Facebook, one of the biggest social networking sites of our age. When it was first launched in February 2004, the Facebook.com, as it was called back then, was nothing more than an academic project undertaken by a group of roommates at Harvard University, designed to help stay connected with fellow students and professors within the institution and keep everyone in the loop. In the years since then, and even the years before, a lot of startups came and went that did this very job just as well as Facebook, perhaps even better. The only reason, however, that this little startup of theirs didn't turn into dust and oblivion is because of its visionary founder, who struggled to keep the company relevant with changing times no matter what the cost. 13 years later, Facebook is much more than just a chat group for friends. It's a digitized community, a social platform, and as much as Mark hates to admit it, a news media. The company has done much to stay relevant as the times changed, from the introduction of free applications and paid advertising to the acquisition of other social platforms such as Instagram and WhatsApp. Now, as the company looks forward to the next decade in innovative technology, its CEO has got some visions of his own on how the company is to stay pertinent for the upcoming generation. More recently, Mark has been vocal about his vision of the metaverse, a connected virtual space where people can interact and work. This concept could reshape how we experience social media and beyond. At the most recent developers keynote held on April 18th and 19th, Mark Zuckerberg presented us with the 10-year roadmap that detailed Facebook's upcoming plans over the next decade. The roadmap, as it quickly became obvious, rested on three separate foundations. The first was augmented reality, a concept visited time and again over the last few months, especially so after the sensation that was Pokemon Go. The second was virtual reality, spearheaded in its entirety by Oculus VR. And the third was artificial intelligence. To our great fascination, Zuckerberg made us privy to some of the most flashy applications that these technologies would be put up to in the upcoming years, starting with, and bearing with me on this, your smartphone camera. Threads, the new social media service from Meta, reached more than 100 million signups over the weekend, according to Meta's CEO Mark Zuckerberg. That means Threads is now the fastest growing app in history, outpacing both ChatGPT and TikTok. The 100 million signups represent mostly organic demand, and we haven't even turned on many promotions yet, Zuckerberg posted on Threads on Monday morning. Can't believe it's only been 5 days. That's how Mark Zuckerberg has made a new era of social media. So now, let's talk about the end users and the businesses of social media. What began as a desktop or laptop experience shifted to mobile phones and tablets as cellular service expanded, the capabilities of cellular phones expanded, turning them into smartphones, and high-speed wireless internet became more readily available in homes, businesses, and public spaces. With the advent of social media apps that could run on smartphones, end users could take their communities with them wherever they went. Businesses took advantage of this new consumer mobility by serving their customers new, simpler methods of interacting and new ways of buying goods and services. At first, social media existed to help end users connect digitally with friends, colleagues, family members, and like-minded individuals they might never have met in person. Desktop access to bulletin board services such as CompuServe and Prodigy made it easier to grow free online communities without ever leaving the house. The invention of the smartphone liberated social media from desktop and laptop computers. Facebook, Instagram, and other social media services thrived in the mobile app environment. Instagram, in particular, became the app of choice for social media users interested in travel, entertainment, fashion, and other visually oriented topics. As social media companies grew their user bases into the hundreds of millions, the business applications of Facebook, Instagram, and other social platforms began to take shape. Social media companies had access to some of the richest trackable user data ever conceived. As you can see, Mark Zuckerberg has made a significant contribution to all the above advancements in social media. From a college dorm room to the forefront of the tech industry, Mark Zuckerberg has undoubtedly played a pivotal role in shaping the social media landscape. As he continues to steer Facebook's evolution and explore the possibilities of the metaverse, one thing is certain: his influence will continue to resonate for years to come. Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on visionaries and tech innovations. Until next time, stay curious.